Hello there, my beautiful Cancer signs. It's Rachel with Dark Knight Coaching. Today is going to be a general reading for you for Cancer. This is just general guided messages. I use tarot and I use a lot of wisdom oracle cards, and then I kind of cohesively bring all of those things together. So already when I did a pre-shuffle and I meditated, I spotted a lot of synchronistic things for you. You are going through a major shift at this point in time because you have, oh my gosh, I don't even know how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 major arcana cards. That is the most that I've ever had come out in quite some time for a Celtic cross spread, and I only pull about 15 cards from tarot. So there's something really huge happening for you right now at this time, Cancer. You are being divinely guided. There's a lot of energy, a lot of, like, a wave of emotions for you during this time. These videos aren't necessarily timed for the month. They're kind of timed to the lunar cycles. So we just had the full moon in Capricorn, and this reading goes to about the new moon in Capricorn that we'll have. So information is generally good until about July, but however, whenever you stumble upon this video, there's probably something here for you. So let's dive in. The first card I pulled was from my Moon Oracle deck, and this one is surrendered to the divine, the full moon. So you are being divinely guided. I just see that there's a lot of stuff you're having to face and having to go through and alchemize and those sorts of things. But the next card I got for you, which is for your intuition, is from my third eye intuition deck. It says develop. So slow down and still your mind. Make the conditions perfect for your intuition to speak to you. Try and relax in the moment and listen to what your body and your mind are trying to tell you. So right now, I feel like some of you might be resisting your guidance, your inner guidance a little bit, but Spirit is saying take a minute and meditate, relax, try to get out of your head space as much as you can. Just because you have some swords energy here. I just feel like you're having a hard time getting into your emotions. Like you're having a hard time figuring out or discerning what it is you're feeling at this time. Just because there's some pentacles in your tarot, there's some swords and some wands, but there's not very much love generally. So that could be an issue that you're facing right now, Cancer. The next card I pulled was from my Power of Love deck. I love this deck just because it has some nice guided messages for you. It says individuality. Leave your unique stamp of love on everything that you do. So Cancer, if you're having a hard time finding out what makes you unique, I love gratitude journals. I love writing that sort of stuff down. So just try to remember what you're grateful for about yourself. Everyone is unique. Everyone is different, and that's us. Like, that's what makes us all cohesive, because if everybody was the same, it would be very, simpleton robot type of environments, and that's very it's very boring. So what makes you not boring, Cancer? Just ask yourself that. And then the next oracle I pulled was from my chakra deck. These 3 came flying out, so I did take all of them. The gray around this card symbolizes your crown chakra. So whatever your instincts are, sorry, the lights are very flicky today. Whatever your instincts are at this moment, go with your gut. Trust your higher self, because this is the card that came out. This is red, tied to the root chakra. This is all about your higher self, higher guidance. This is your root is good and your crown is good. And you are on the proper path here because you have the destiny card, and that is also tied to the crown chakra too, Cancer. So it's like a couple other ways of confirming you are where you're supposed to be. The next card I pulled was from my wisdom oracle deck. It says truth be told. This is, to me, is like the card where, when God closes a door, he opens a window. So you have a window of opportunity here if you're wise enough to take it. That's what the owl symbolizes, is wisdom. It's totally up to you, though. Like, this is the little part of, like, sure, are you on your destined path? Yes, but we all do have a little bit of sway where we can choose, we have free will, so we can choose a little bit of a different narrative if we're not super content with what's happening. So the last wisdom oracle card I have for you is the bear. This was kind of an interesting pull. It says, be sensitive to where you are at and reflect on where you would most need healing. So again, I feel like if you're struggling with that individuality aspect, you might need to work on some of your shadow stuff from childhood wounds. A lot of the times when children grow up, they grow up in an environment where they're always told what to do, told what to think, told what to say, told how to feel. And I feel like if you have a hard time individuating, that's probably why, Cancer, because your individuality it's a hard thing to learn when you've never been taught how. You kind of have to teach yourself how to walk all over again, essentially. It's kind of just like starting at the beginning. So let's go ahead. I'm going to dive into this tarot reading. This is a modified Celtic cross spread. This is just a generalized tarot reading. If you want an individual reading or you want individual coaching, please go to my website or shoot me an email and I can get you scheduled for that. But hopefully there's something in here that will help you. There's a lot happening for you right now though, Cancer. So the first card I pulled for you was Page of Swords. This is all about your energy. This is like a new mindset of some sort. This can also be immature energy or spying energy. Generally, the pages when it comes to tarot are all kind of like immature, new beginning energy. So something might be sparking your interest here, or maybe you've discovered some new hobby that brings you a lot of mental stimulation. But your environment is the Seven of Pentacles, and this is the card of like, is this really worth it? Like, I don't know if I'm putting in all this effort for nothing. So I feel like you're struggling there, and your opportunity is the Nine of Swords. This is, again, headspace. I feel like it's really like the opportunity is, can you get out of your head enough to move forward? Because the universe is trying to tell you, again, you have the Fool. This is Major Arcana. This is like universe trying to say, hey, you have this golden opportunity. This is the window that's opening for you. It's totally up to you if you take it, though. This is the brand new chapter. This is the start over. But again, up to you. So the timing and underpinning information is the Lovers, which I thought was very interesting since you don't have a lot of cups in your reading. You don't have a lot of like emotional things. This could be a choice to make too. It doesn't have to necessarily be romantic love. For some of you, it very well could be. But this is all about choosing. And this could be just choosing self-love, choosing your path, choosing something that's good for you. So the timing of this is very relative. This could be like 6 days to 6 months to 6 weeks. Kind of depends on what it is you're putting into play here. It's very broad-centered timing information. But the near future, I do have the Magician for you. This is the Master Alchemizer. This is the Magician takes all of these tools, the wand, the cup, the sword, the pentacle, and he figures out how to transmute them into something viable for himself. And that's where you're at here. And I think that's the struggle for you, Cancer. It's like, you have the Seven of Pentacles and you're like, is it really going to be worth all of my time and effort? And ultimately Spirit is saying, well, that's up to you. That's up to you and how much you believe in yourself and want to put the effort in for yourself here, Cancer. So, goodness, it's a very heavy reading, but a lot of good things for you. The past pull that I got for you was the King of Wands card. So with this one, the King of Wands in the past is kind of like you had an ambition and a drive for some new passion project. Wands are like fire. It's creativity. It's your ideas and like putting them into play. So the king is like actually doing the work. And I feel like right now maybe you're struggling in the limbo of like, well, I'm not really sure now. So whatever it is, you're hesitating a little bit. And then the others' perception of your situation is the Devil card. So this is a major it's not a good card. I'm just gonna call it a spade. So the Devil card is all about like addictions, bad habits, bad behavior. So if you've been in some sort of cycle where you keep doing the same thing and expect a different outcome, that's kind of this card. So it's interesting though that you got the Lovers and the Devil, because they are basically, it's the yin and the yang of tarot. Those are like the opposite sides of energy. So again, I just feel like some of you Cancers are really struggling on like the choices that you're making, and then not in a good way, in a very extreme way. So you're gonna have to find some balance and some harmony somehow, but the immediate future is promising. I do feel like maybe you've been stuck in a karmic loop with the Devil card because the World card came out next. And the World card is all about completion. This is about completing cycles, moving forward. And this one came out with it as well. I usually don't take extra cards, but it was a good card, so I took it because a lot of your other cards kind of, the whole rest of it seems a little bit ominous. But with the Four of Wands, this is celebration, this is engagement, this is happy endings, this is, happy birthday sort of energy. These are positive things, celebration of some sort happening for you. And maybe that's you just celebrating yourself, Cancer, that you've ended something that wasn't good for you, or you finally made a choice about what it is you want to do. So your hopes and fears is the Eight of Pentacles. Again, this is also hard work. Eight of Pentacles is a hard work card. It's putting in all the work. So I feel like you are making progress just because in your environment you had that Seven of Pentacles, which is is this really worth it? And you're moving on to okay, it is worth it for me. And I'm moving forward. So it goes, it's a progression. It's Seven Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. So you are moving forward and making some changes there. And then lastly, your outcome. You have three major arcana here. This was a major whopper for you. So the first one to come out was the Justice card. That's all about cleansing karma. That's all about moving forward. This is, the Justice card is Libra. It's the scales of balance here. You also have strength. So I do think persistence is important and vital for you at this moment, Cancer. It's just putting in the work. Is the juice worth the squeeze? It is if you want it to be. And then interestingly enough, you have strength, and then you have the Hermit, which are consecutive. So it's strength is number 8, Hermit is number 9, and I do see you really moving forward when it comes to that. Sorry about the glare, that's kind of annoying me, but it is progress. So not only is it progress with Pentacles, which Pentacles are your stable true 3D, so it's you're making real progress in the 3D world, and then the 8 and the 9 with the major arcana, it's you're making internal progress as well. And I just saw 1212 on the recording clock, so that could be significant for you if you're into angel numbers and those sorts of things. But there is a lot of good things for you. Ooh, it's just heavy energy this month. And then lastly, your unconscious or subconscious information, which is always on the bottom of the deck for me, is the Ten of Swords. So again, this is another progress card because your opportunity is the 9 of Swords, and now you have the 10 of Swords. So 9, 10, you are progressing here. It's just it might be one of those things where you feel it's 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. That could be emotionally, that could be just a lot of head space stuff happening for you, but you are progressing forward, particularly if you're putting the work in here, Cancer. But the 10 of Swords is it's the beating the dead horse is what I call it energy. It's kind of okay, stick a fork in me, I'm really done. I'm done with the old habits, I'm done with the past stuff. And I feel that's when you made this choice here with the Lovers card to not do the same thing, to not be in the same patterns. And you're really moving forward here, Cancer. So overall, it's a good reading for you. It's just a very heavy month. So I wish you the best of luck. I hope this video helped. If it did, if it resonated, please hit the like button and subscribe. It really helps my channel to grow, and I greatly appreciate it. If you're interested in a tarot reading with me, click on my link. You can book on my website, or you can send me a message. And if you want one-on-one coaching to help you get over some of these humps, you can go there as well. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.